5 on your side at 10 starts now.
Developing tonight, a young man shot and killed outside a high-rise apartment building in North St. Louis. The city's latest homicide has police searching for a killer. Thanks so much for joining us on this Friday night. I'm Kelly Jackson. The shooting happened late this afternoon near St. Ferdinand and Newstead in the Greaterville neighborhood. Here's 5 on your side's Robert Townsend.
Neighbors tell me around 5:30 Friday afternoon, lots of gunshots rang out here in this North St. Louis neighborhood. And when we got here, we saw several police officers all around this scene.
It was tons of shots. Gunshots rang out like it was 4th of July.
This startled neighbor says after hearing the gunfire, she stepped outside and saw police combing the homicide scene on foot with a K9. The shooting happened outside this high-rise apartment building in the Greaterville neighborhood. A worker here says someone shot a man who was standing outside the building, then took off. He says the man lived here. Bullets shattered a front window. Police focused on this white Chevy parked behind the crime scene tape. We also saw them talking to several people. According to SLMPD's website, there have been 99 homicides in the city as of Friday.
I feel bad for the families that's impacted with what's going on right now.
This concerned mom has lived in the neighborhood for more than 20 years. She wishes the violence would stop.
It makes me wanna move because I'm so close to all of it, but at the same time too, I love my neighborhood and I want things to get better for us.
So at this point, police have not given us the homicide victim's name, nor have they released any other information. You can track this story on KSDK.com. In North St. Louis, Robert Townsend, 5 on your side.
New at 10, a judge sentenced a man for causing a deadly crash back in 2020. 37-year-old Jerron Sims will spend 40 years in prison. Sims ran a red light while racing another car on St. Louis Avenue. He hit another car, killing 60-year-old Adrienne Holloway and seriously injuring her 2-year-old grandchild and the child's father. A jury found Sims guilty of several charges, including second-degree murder back in July. Tonight, 2 men accused of trying to steal from an apartment now vacant from the May 16th tornado are facing charges. Police say they caught DeAndre Smith and Raython Robinson in the act of burglarizing an apartment building on Savoy Court earlier this month. Officers arrested the pair after finding burglary tools on them. Police believe they were targeting the building for copper piping. They're also being charged with multiple felonies. Tonight, a teen remains in critical condition, suffering serious burns in a fire. It happened around 3 this morning at the Burns Mill Mobile Home Park. Officials say the teen accidentally set his bedroom on fire. He tried putting it out but was unsuccessful. The fire trapped the boy in his room until firefighters got to the scene and were able to rescue him.
They went back to that bedroom and did a search and found him hiding in a closet that was off of his bedroom. And they were able to pick him up, get him out of the closet, and actually handed him out that window to police officers that were standing outside.
Chief Barton says the rest of the teen's family, including a newborn, were able to safely escape thanks to working smoke detectors. Tonight, a contract created by striking Boeing union workers is heading to the company. This morning, members of the union ratified that contract proposal. In a statement, the union says the ball is now in Boeing's court. Accept this agreement today, respect your workforce, and let's get back to building the world's best military aircraft. And earlier this week, Boeing leaders called the union-made contract a publicity stunt and called today's vote meaningless. Meanwhile, Boeing says it plans to move ahead with a hiring event looking for permanent replacements to take over for striking workers. Tonight, production will continue at the Granite City Steel Plant. That news was confirmed today by a spokesperson for the United States Steel Corporation. It comes 10 days after the company announced production was set to stop at the plant on November 1st. The plant employs about 800 people in the United Steelworkers Union, and we reached out to the union for a statement on today's announcement. We are still waiting to hear back. This weekend, there will be a public memorial for conservative activist Charlie Kirk, who was shot and killed while speaking on a college campus in Utah. The assassination has led to many people sharing reaction online, and for several local educators, it has led to disciplinary action from their employers. 5 on your side's Brent Solomon speaks with a legal expert about the scope of free speech.
At a Wentzville school board meeting Thursday, parents sounded off over a teacher being placed on leave after making a Facebook post that alluded to conservative activist Charlie Kirk's assassination.
Her statement read, "Just so everyone is aware, the Lord indeed does not say well done to racist, homophobic misogynists that use their vast platform to spread hate." That comment, however pointed, isn't hate speech. It's a moral and religious opinion.
One of those favorite teachers suddenly wasn't in class anymore. Words spoken privately and off duty were weaponized into outrage.
We've seen other cases of teachers facing discipline after sharing their reactions to Kirk's death. According to reports, it prompted a teacher from Columbia High School in the Metro East to resign, and the Dunklin R5 school district in Missouri sharing this. We had a paraprofessional make a statement on social media regarding the passing of Charlie Kirk. The statement, while on a personal social media account, does not align with the mission of our district. This individual has since resigned.
Employers are looking very closely at what their employees are saying. They don't want their brands to be harmed.
Anders Walker is a law professor at St. Louis University.
If you say something offensive that people could find harmful, disrespectful, and you're on a university campus or a major network or a corporation, you could lose your job. You have maximum free speech rights on the sidewalk if you are not accepting federal money and you don't have a job. Then you can say whatever you want. No one cares.
Brent Solomon, 5 on your side.
At a Wentzville school board meeting Thursday, parents sounded off over teacher being placed on leave after those remarks. And at Wentzville meeting, board member Jen Olson encouraged students in the district to form Turning Point chapters at local high schools. Turning Point is the conservative activist group founded by Kirk. Tonight, Illinois is honoring one of its longtime leaders. Right now, the body of former Governor Jim Etger is lying in state inside the rotunda of the Illinois State Capitol in Springfield. Today, the public was invited to sign a memorial book and pay their respects. Etger died Sunday at the age of 79 after a battle with pancreatic cancer. He served as Illinois' 38th governor from 1991 to 99. His memorial service will be tomorrow morning. It will be live streamed for the public starting at 11 a.m. A Missouri judge says a ballot summary for an anti-abortion amendment is unfair and must be rewritten. The judge says the summary, written by Republican lawmakers, was misleading. It didn't clearly explain that the new measure would undo last year's abortion rights amendment passed by voters. The new amendment would ban most abortions with exceptions for medical emergencies, rape, or incest. The Secretary of State must now write a clearer summary. The amendment is expected on the November 2026 ballot. Still ahead, a fluffy new face is joining the king penguin family at the St. Louis Zoo, but there's one big mystery about their newest addition.
And that's the drought monitor right there. That is ugly, but dust off the umbrellas. We got big changes to the forecast. Multiple rounds of showers and storms are on the way, and so is your forecast coming up next.
We have a cuteness alert. Check out the St. Louis Zoo's newest addition. The zoo says this baby king penguin hatched on September 5th. It is the first chick to be born to parents Ethel and Elliot. The new hatchling doesn't quite have a name yet, as officials are waiting for blood tests to determine if the chick is a boy or a girl. The baby penguin won't join the colony's public habitat until later this year. However, the zoo does have two other king penguin chicks on display that were born earlier this year. They are Miguel and Chicky. Tonight, our community is celebrating the first weekend of Hispanic Heritage Month. Today kicked off the 29th annual Greater St. Louis Hispanic Festival at Soulard Park. The free day event features live music, dancing, food, crafts, and family activities. The fun continues tomorrow from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. and Sunday from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. And be sure to watch 5 on your side's Hispanic Heritage Month special, streaming right now on the free 5+ app. Download and watch anytime on your smartphone. Just search KSDK in your app store. Well, it is always a great sight under the stars at Forest Park, but tonight was truly special. The annual Balloon Glow held The night before, the Great Forest Park balloon race lit up the night as dozens of hot air balloons were illuminated in a stunning display. The evening ended with a parachute team performance and a fireworks finale. Of course, now they're not illuminated, as you can see the video. Even more excitement is in store this weekend. The Great Forest Park balloon race kicks off at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon, although organizers say the launch time could change, Lance Blocker, depending on the weather.
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm not taking blame for this one.
No,
it was
no.
dry the last
Because
2 months.
we're kind of in a weird thing because we need the rain.
Desperately.
But also, there's so many things going on this weekend.
Yeah, I know. We just picked the worst weekend that there is. But we'll take the rainfall because we certainly do need it. As we check out across really all of our area, look off to the northwest. There's a big spin in the atmosphere that's up to the northwest. Some pieces of energy around that will bring showers and storm chances into our region over the coming days. Forecast models struggle with this. There will be a little bit of a mixture on when we see that. The confidence is low on the exact timing, but the confidence is very high in the fact we're going to get beneficial rain. I will say about a 30% chance of showers or storms during the game tomorrow there for Missouri and South Carolina. Hopefully that game gets off and underway without any issues there. Tomorrow morning should stay dry. Most of the day, in fact, should stay dry. But as we move through the afternoon and evening hours, a few isolated to scattered showers and storms are likely to develop by the end of the day tomorrow, bringing again beneficial rainfall. You can see rain chances go up as we move through the evening hours according to this forecast model. But if you miss out on the rain tomorrow, no worries. We've got it ahead. 40% chance for any one given location tomorrow, 60 on Sunday, 60 on Monday. Looking ahead towards next week, too, we keep the rain chances in play as well. The Weather Prediction Center even put out a statement saying they might upgrade our region to a level 2 risk of excessive rainfall / flash flooding over the days ahead. So we're looking at likely about ½ inch to 1 inch of rain for most locations. Maybe higher than that, 1, 2, 3 inches in some of the stronger storms over the coming days. Temperatures will also dive as well. Advertised time is 80 degrees. We're going to be below that mark as we move on in to the start of next week. Let's go and check out your 7-day forecast in detail now. And you can see again the rain chances hang around. Most likely days will be Sunday and Monday there. 60% likely, but again, we need it.
Yes, we do. All right. Thank you, Lance. Thanks so much for joining us. Now here's 5 in your sideline with Corey Miller and Annie Kroll.